Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, then maybe I could tempt you to click that little subscribe button down below. It really does go a long way to help the channel and help me personally as I look to grow the channel throughout the coming year. Today I'd like to talk to you about PDWs, and in particular a fantastic package that's been put together by Classic Army that I think really should be a consideration for either anyone looking to add something a little bit different to their collection, or perhaps a brand new player new to the sport entirely who's looking for something that is just an all-in-one package out of the box. And that is the Classic Army PX9. So anyone familiar with PDW style weapons will be familiar with this sort of setup. It's very, very similar to something like an ARP9. But as I say, this is an all-in-one package that we'll talk about as I go through the gun. So let's not waste any time. Starting up at the front, you get a mock suppressor out of the box. As I say, it is only mock, unfortunately. There's no sound deadening internally, no foam or anything of the such. But it looks the part and is a quick release system. You just unscrew it from their polymer flash hider at the front here. This too can be replaced if you're looking to run a tracer or a suppressor of your own. So really is a nice little starter option if nothing else. And as I say, once it's screwed on, really does look the part with the rest of the setup. Now, part of their cost-cutting measure to keep this down was to turn this into an all-polymer affair. So it does have a big brother in the range, if you like, which is the Nemesis, which is an all-metal affair. But the PX9 actually comes entirely polymer. The only metal you're going to find on the PX9 is mainly the internals, along with these flip-up optics, or flip-up sights I should say, and this section of the retractable stock at the rear is also metal, as well as the rails. Everything else is a high quality polymer, and it really is a high quality polymer. You don't have to worry about any creaks or rattles or wobbles of any kind. This is a superbly put together little gun. In terms of the handguard, we have Picatinny options in, or full length Picatinny options in the 12 and 6 positions, as well as these sort of little additional sections at 3 and 9, but I'm really not sure how much you'd actually be able to attach to those little tiny sections there. It's quite a stylized handguard, so unfortunately you're not going to get much else on at the 3 and 9 positions, although you do have some QD sling points here as well. How much trust I'd put in them being all polymer, I'm really not sure. It's not the heaviest gun in the world, so perhaps when partnered with the sling points here at the rear in a 2D sling, in a 2-point sling, then perhaps it's something you could consider. Moving back along the body, one thing I particularly like about the PX9 is it does have a proper 9mm ejection port. One thing I find insufferable about the ARP9 is the fact that despite being a 9mm gun, the ARP9 uses a 5.56 ejection port. It annoys me to an extent I cannot describe. So this is really nice to see on the PX9. Unfortunately, the controls are only right-handed in designation. Again, probably a cost-cutting measure, although they are very nice and provide good positive click in between each selection. You have a mock bolt release there. It is only mock bolt. Unfortunately, the charging handle springs back and doesn't lock into place. Incidentally, the charging handle is how you access your hop-up wheel. That's also very nice, gives another nice positive click as it turns, so adjustment can be really dialed in precisely. In terms of internals, this comes with a very nice high torque motor. You have CNC'd gears as well, which I believe are an 18:1 ratio. So really nice. Performance wise, this actually is comparable and in some ways actually surpasses the ARP9 in terms of rate of fire and accuracy as well, because these PX9s, like their bigger brothers, the Nemesis range, actually come with a 603 barrel, so it's slightly tighter bore than you'll find on something like an ARP9 as well. In terms of magazines, you get a single stick magazine out of the box, which is purely functional. It's a mid cap, but also comes with this rather lovely drum magazine, which, as you can hear, is still full of BBs. And as I say, this comes out of the box as well. It is a 9-volt powered drum mag, 9-volt battery, which you access just by unscrewing the faceplate here like this. And you'll see the 9-volt battery in there. To actually actuate the winding mechanism, you do just need to depress that button as and when you need it. In terms of filling the magazine, if I pop this out, the fill window for the drum mag is actually at the rear, just at the top here, and is quite a nice size. You can have no trouble sort of filling those up there like that. As I say, works flawlessly, really. I've never had any issue with the drum mag at all. You just got to keep an eye on when you need to actually press that feed button. Another selling point of the PX9 for me is the stock. One thing that other PDWs suffer from, and certainly the ARP9, is a lack of battery space here. Their stocks are slightly shorter, and as such you can have some difficulty getting a battery in. One of the remedies to that is actually to purchase the G&G extender plate as well. But as I say, this comes with everything you need right out of the box. So this is a slightly longer battery compartment on the PX9, which is accessed just by removing this panel here, and provides a small Tamiya connection. As I say, this is a MOSFET pre-installed and has an electronic trigger, so these are 11.1 LiPo ready out of the box. So really, you can't do any better out of the box, I don't think. Not for this sort of price range. This is a hugely versatile weapon. It has great range, great accuracy over range because of that tight bore barrel. Good battery space, fantastic internals. As I say, that CNC'd gearbox, high torque motor, tighter barrel, everything you need really. I think this is one of the best PDW packages on the market today, and like I say, for anyone who's looking for this style of weapon either for themselves or maybe a younger player, you really can't go wrong with the PX9. Right, that's been my look over this Classic Army option. If it's been of any help to you guys, then as I say, a like and a subscribe is always welcome, and I'll see you in the next one.